Howdy, how y'all doing? This is George the Fearless Rambler. I'm hoping you guys are having a wonderful day. You might ask yourself, what is George doing in the middle of a Tuff Shed in the parking lot of Home Depot? Well, I've bought one of these Tuff Sheds and I've made it a bunkhouse in the mountains for me to do some glamping. Yeah, that's part of travel, isn't it? And I have a friend from Sea Leg Journeys who's asked me, can you share some of this glamping technology, basically building a bunkhouse out of a Tuff Shed, to the rest of the community here? So I'm going to do that, and if you're interested, come join me. As you can see, the Tuff Shed comes with the basic essentials, but not everything. Now it does come with a better floor, better door, though I changed the door out to a outside house door. Better walls and better roofing was important to me because I want this Tuff Shed to last a long time and has a 50-year guarantee, so I'll be long dead by the time this thing falls apart. Now I did get with an expert to go over the type of Tuff Shed I want to have. I got a little bit better than the TB 700. What this is right here, I got a 12 by 16 base, and then I put a loft in it, and this comes with a loft. The loft I dealt with, I extended it up a little bit further. So we'll take a look at that. And if you're interested, I'm going to show a bunch of stuff I did to upgrade it. So it's just, put nice flooring in, put some drywall on. So let's take a look. Get my 12 volt and my 110 system wired up and ready to go. And of course you can't forget the insulation. Well, that's an itchy job, isn't it? What we kind of determined, if you're going to do a DIY tiny house or bunkhouse like this one is, hire your drywall out. But I think it looked pretty good at the end by me watching videos and just doing it. We bought some AquaGuard engineering wood flooring that's kind of beautiful and easy to put in. We're proud to say we got it on clearance for about 99 cents a square foot at Floor and Decor.
We are done.
Then we had to texture, paint, put some trim in before we could head off to IKEA and buy a kitchen. Now that's fun to put together. Not. Thank goodness I had my kids to show me how to do it. Dang picture instructions. Ugh, the death of me. And Sammy, our son's dog, had the best idea. Take a nap. So I'm standing in here in my DIY bunkhouse or cabin. It's just basically a Tuff Shed that we converted into a bunkhouse. And last weekend we went ahead and put in this banister and this railing over here on the stairs. I have a whole video out that I could create showing how I produce the stairs. Two weekends ago, before I put up the banister here, I went ahead and put in the carpet. And again, this is just a remnant piece of carpet that I laid out. And my daughter last week put together this IKEA bed to be up here again. And we went ahead, and you can't see it, but I put in a sink right here. Doesn't have the drain, but I'll put that in this weekend. Brought up a refrigerator this week. I'm going to put that onto solar and let's see if it can work. And that's what I'm working on right now, some solar. I got some batteries in here and I'm going to put some solar panels up today. I don't know if there's enough solar panels to run the fridge, but certainly it will be a good start. At least the system will be set up right. It's going to be a 400 watt system, and probably I can go a lot higher. I plan to maybe go up to 600 watts and maybe 700 watts. So I built the system around I can handle 700 watts. So that's how many panels I need to put in. I'm going to put 7 panels in. They'll go on the roof sometime. But today I'm just testing it out. I brought up 2 Harbor Freight panels, 100 watts each, and I'm going to put those on right now. So let's take a quick look at that. A couple of weeks ago, I came up here and built a deck box right here That's where my solar system's going to go in. And I went ahead and got my 12 volt coming out to it right now. Open it up. And this right here is a carbon copy of a solar system I watched on the YouTube. It again was made for 400 watt system, though this can handle 40 amps. You got a
2000 watt
Jupiter Pure inverter. This right here will be a junction box for my 110, so I'm going to bring that over into here and then bring my 110 into the cabin itself. I got 4 lead acid batteries, but these are going to be changed out. I'm going to put some lithium ion there. I'm just using these as a test. Only 2 good ones is this one, this one. These 2 are bad. They come from an old RV or an old trailer we had, and I'm just using them to get the system going. What I used before was that Subaru battery that I pulled from my daughter's car to get the electrical within the cabin working. Now I need to get the solar system up and going. So let's go ahead and get that done today.
I'm just going to pull these Harbor Freight panels out of the box. Now I bought these Harbor Freight because they had pretty good review on the vlogs I watched. Plus they were on sale and they gave me a 15% discount, so they were below $100 each. And I wanted them today, so I got them today. One of the problems with these solar panels is they did not come with an MC4 connector, so I had to buy some SEA male and female solar connection adapters and a polarity reverse adapter. That was about $12.50.
So right here is some 10 gauge solar extension cables. This side there is going to go to the panels. This part is going to go to my MPPT. So let's get that set up. It's about 20 feet long here. So as you get into length, there's some amperage that we have to look at. So we'll see what amperage we can flow through a 20-foot cable. Let's see, 10 gauge. So I can run about 30 amps with this wire. It is up this wall and to that angle on top of the roof of my cabin here. Let's go along that edge.
This certainly is a dual effort today. As I'm finishing up my solar here, Terry's inside painting all the floorboards and trim. It's really going to look nice in this cabin.
As I am not a professional painter, I tape everything. A professional wouldn't tape anything. And then I don't want paint on my stuff, my other stuff.
Remember, excellent work is all in the details. And Terry knows how to put details into everything. But for me, I'm that quick and dirty type of guy. Is everything right? I hope so. Get those solar panels out in the sun and get that input voltage. Hopefully, these are now charging my batteries. A quick check to my EP Ever MP50 remote meter, and I'm seeing that I'm charging my batteries. Again, only about 13.2 to 13.3 volts. And maybe I haven't optimized it yet because I only have 33.8 volts getting into my MPPT charge controller. But it is getting late afternoon and the sun is kind of going down. But at least I'm getting a charge to my batteries. Now it's time to check to make sure my 12 volt system is working within this tiny house. My fan's working, the light switches are working. It must be good.
All work and no play makes a pretty dull boy. Time to get out and play a little bit. So we're up here at the lake, enjoying a little bit of kayaking. I don't think they're kayaks, but they are certainly a blown up thing. Sitting by the fire, right, Nikki?
I'm away from the fire, but I'm watching the sunset. So.
Relaxing next to the fire, away from it.
hot for a fire.
Yeah, it's a warm day today.
There we go.
But it's been a good day to work.
Look
Oh,
how juicy that is.
look at that. Can you see the peaches bubbling?
It's gonna be a juicy
Now those are
Juicy one.
fresh peaches off our tree.
blub blub.
So far, this has been a pretty fun project, but it hasn't been very easy, and it's more than 2 years in the making. But certainly one day I'll finish, maybe before I die, and when we get this together, I'll be doing some fun glamping in this wonderful bunkhouse. Still need to get some heat in there, get my gas lines in, but that's coming soon. Now I want to thank each one of you for joining me on this particular journey, and I've had fun showing you some of the things I've done on some of my vacation days. Now, do me a favor, for those that haven't subscribed, subscribe, hit the notification bell, give me 2 thumbs up, because this is George the Fearless Rambler, going back to do some more work, signing off.